G'day viewers, Michael Taylor from 64 Motorsport. Just a quick intro regarding the following video. This covers the installation of my new Supersprint exhaust system on the E46 BMW, but because it's such a big job, I've decided to break it up into two separate videos. So part one is like a prequel, which covers all the prep work and that sort of thing, whereas part two covers more the assembly and installation. So if you're on the first one, then there's a link below for the next one that you can click on to go straight to that. If you've landed on the second one and you haven't seen part one yet, then there's a link above and below. You might want to pause this one and click on that link and go watch that one first. So I won't hold you up anymore. Let's get straight into the video and I hope you enjoy it. TTFN. I'm going to start working on the catback exhaust system for the BMW E46. What I've got here is the heat shields, which have got to go back on before I put the exhaust in. Plus I've got a couple other things I need to get tidied up in relation to the exhaust manifold before I start bolting things up. But I just wanted to get a bit of the dirt and dust off these before I got started. As you can see, that one's not showing up really well. That one's showing up pretty well. That's just a bit manky, as you can see. Okay, so I've got those cleaned up. Just the light's probably reflecting off it a bit, but compared to what it was like before, it's come up pretty good. The only one I'm not really happy with is this center one. Oh, no, this is the one that goes over the rear muffler, and it hasn't come up as good as I'd have liked, and certainly in comparison to the main one, which has come up really good. That main one was a pain in the ass to do, because I don't know if you can really see because of the light, but they've got all these, oh there you go, they've got all these little dimples in them, and the dirt and the grease. And I think the problem with that other one that I'm not really happy with is it's bitumen or tar, and it's really hard to get out of those little dimples. I'll have to put up with it, unfortunately. I'm not prepared to buy a new one. It's not really worth it. It's basically just heat shielding, so, but certainly it looks a lot better than what I did, and it's going to be nice and shiny and give a nice reflection for the stainless steel Supersprint. Stainless steel oh crikey, say that 9 times really quick. Stainless steel Supersprint catback exhaust system.
Stainless steel Supersprint catback exhaust system.
Stainless steel Supersprint catback exhaust system.
I'm really pleased I got those cleaned up. I've just got to find the securing nuts and things like that. But before I do that, I'll get the camera under the car and show you my next problem, which I've got to address before I can even think about getting the exhaust on. And that is in relation to the exhaust manifold and where it came off before. So I'll get the camera off the tripod and we'll get under the car and we'll have a squiz, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm really sorry about the lighting. It's just one of those days where I haven't got much natural light coming into the garage, so I really apologise. I've got all my other lights underneath the car to try and light up this issue I've got, so that you guys can get a better understanding what I've got to deal with. I'm going to try and work out the best spot to stick the camera so we can sort this out. Hold on. So those two pipes there are from the exhaust manifold, and that's what my new catback exhaust system's got to attach onto. And the problem I've got is those 4 bolts which are welded in. They're not meant to be welded in. Just hold on, I'm going to move the camera out. The problem I had was when I took the exhaust off, the nuts had actually welded on to those bolts, and I'd tried heating it and cooling it, rattle guns, WD-40, all sorts of penetrating oils and all that sort of thing to try and get them loose, and it just didn't happen. So I ended up cutting the nuts off, which means now I've got to get the bolts out. The exhaust system came out when they changed the clutch in it when I first bought the car, and I've got a feeling what's happened is they've put them back on and used a rattle gun, and then couple of years of driving and they've just seized on. I spent about a week trying to get those off before I finally resorted to the grinding off thing, because having the exhaust on was holding me up from doing so much else in terms of getting the diff out and all that, you know, all that other stuff that I wanted to do. So this is the position I find myself in, and now I'd spent a week on it before, and I've just been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and now it's like, okay, bite the bullet and let's get it done. So yeah, I'm going to try and get as much of this filmed as I can, but as you can see, there's not a lot of space under there, so I might pull my phone out and set it up on a mount as well, so I've got a couple of angles, so I've got some footage to choose from. So anyway, but I've got the Dremel, and let's see how we go. I don't know how that went. I'm going to do one and see if this plan works, and if it does, then I'll keep doing it with the other 4. But I need to get it reasonably flat so I can do a centre punch, so I can get the drill bit onto it, so I might just tidy that up a smidge. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm reasonably happy with that, so hopefully this works. Why am I leaking transmission fluid? Not happy about that. I have to have a look. Anyway, let's keep worrying about this and then we'll worry about other issues, okay? What I'm going to do is try and drill this out that I've just cut off with the grinder, and then hopefully middle files, but I'm through, and now I'm going to step it up to the 10mm, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to pull the dang thing off. Far from straight. So I'm going to call it quits for a few minutes. It's getting too hot, plus I've cut myself, so let's hold off for a sec. So that was an adventure. I've got one out. The little knuckle thing on the back's still there, so I've been able to drill like a 10mm hole all the way through, which should allow me to get a 10mm bolt in. It just means it's going to be 3 or 4mm shorter because of that little rounded bit, so I'm beginning to think now they're actually welded in. It's a lot easier than pulling the exhaust manifold off, because there's, I think, there's 12 nuts that need to come off for the exhaust manifold, and 6 are really easy to get to and the other 6 are not. You need like 6 different types of universal joints to be able to bend to get a socket in there to get them out. And then I've got to get it back in, and it's not what I want to do. Let's just say it's a 50% success. So I'm going to go up the shops and get myself a bottle of Coke, because I've got a bottle of Wild Turkey in there with my name on it. Have a couple of those, get cleaned up, and recharge the batteries, and as I say, persevere with this over the next couple of nights. I've got it ready to go, and then hopefully next weekend I can start the install of the Supersprint exhaust. So that's my plan, guys. Yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised, because it's given me grief from like day one, from the time I took those first nuts, or tried to get those first nuts off. This exhaust system has fought me the whole way. So I don't know why I'm surprised that today's efforts haven't gone as I'd have liked. But anyway, price of fame, that's what happens when you're working on cars. The old girl's, 16 years old now, so you got to expect that things don't always want to play the game. So anyway, let's get cleaned up, and I'll pick some of these drill bits up. I might have to buy some new ones. Gonna have to get some more grinding discs from a Dremel because I've chewed through 2 just cutting through that one, and I've still got 3 more to go, so I'm gonna have to get some of those, a couple more drill bits. What I ended up doing was I had to take it up from 4mm to 6mm to 8mm to 10mm, so I had to drill each one out individually, and it looks like I've been able to drill it reasonably square, which sort of surprises me because there's not a lot of room and that sort of thing. So anyway, onwards and upwards, eh? Okay, so it's what day is it? Tuesday, and I've spent a couple of nights getting these bolts out off the flange for the exhaust manifold, and it's taken a bit of drilling, but the good news is my plans worked. What it is I'm going to try and focus, but it's like a bolt, and it's got like a little knurled section on it, and I don't know if you can see, but so what I ended up doing was drilling it out, because it takes a 10mm bolt, I think, but I went to 10.5mm because it was really hard to get it lined up because I'm working at a strange angle. I didn't want to have to take the exhaust manifold off, so I've done it underneath the car, so it was a little bit risky. If I'd have gone crooked, then I could have had a real problem and ended up having to cut the whole flange off and weld a new flange on, which I didn't want to do either. So this was my plan A, and fortunately it's worked. So I've got all 4 of those out, and I'm now ready pretty much to start installing the new exhaust. But I've noticed that some of the areas on the passenger side, the left hand side of the undercarriage, I still haven't sort of cleaned up properly, so I might schedule the exhaust install for the weekend, and then over the next couple of nights get that other side cleaned up in preparation for fitting up the exhaust. But I'll get the camera underneath the car and see if I can get some footage just to show you how well it's come up, because I'm really happy with it. So hold on. But yeah, as you can see, I've got pretty much all 4 out, and I'll just get some sandpaper onto it, get some sandpaper on it so I've got a nice clean surface. I've got 2 new gaskets to go in, so that should be sweet. That's a good win. I'm really stoked about that. Feeling pretty good. I was feeling a bit down on the weekend. It wasn't really going to plan, so that it's worked out so well. I'm really happy about it. So anyway, I'll put this down and onwards and upwards, eh?